محمد رسول الله لا إله إلا الله محمد رسول الله عليه صلاة الله عليه صلاة الله لا إله إلا الله محمد رسول الله عليه صلاة الله عليه صلاة الله. Children are wearing new clothes, bright colors fill the streets, their faces full of laughter, their pockets full of sweets. Let us rejoice indeed. This is the day of Eid. Let us rejoice indeed, for this is the day of
أعوذ بالله من الشيطان الرجيم بسم الله الرحمن الرحيم اللهم صل على سيدنا محمد وعلى آله وصحبه وسلم. Assalamu alaikum wa rahmatullahi wa barakatuh. You're welcome onto the program Message of Islam. I am Rahmat Abdulaziz Toko. Firstly, let's have the recitation from the glorious Quran. Afterward, I'll introduce my guest to you. Stay tuned.
بسم الله الرحمن الرحيم ومن آياته أن خلقكم من تراب ثم إذا أنتم بشر تنتشرون ومن آياته أن خلق لكم من أنفسكم أزواجا لتسكنوا إليها وجعل بينكم مودة ورحمة إن في ذلك لآيات لقوم يتفكرون ومن آياته خلق السماوات والأرض واختلاف ألسنتكم وألوانكم إن في ذلك لآيات للعالمين.
Islam. We're in the segment of introducing my guests to you and our topic. What's our topic today? Our topic is marriage in Islam. Do you know the righteous things to do during this time? And what are the necessary things for you to do? And to shed more light, Administrator Omujatullah Korehani Center is Solo, Lagos. Assalamu alaikum, sir.
Wa alaikum salam. Thanks
You're
for
welcome on to the program Message of Islam.
Thanks for having me.
And thank you for joining us. And our topic today, marriage in Islam. What is this concept behind marriage in Islam?
To start with, I'll start with the verse of the Quran that says, وَمِنْ آيَاتِهِ أَنْ خَلَقَ لَكُم مِّنْ أَنفُسِكُمْ أَزْوَاجًا لِتَسْكُنُوا إِلَيْهَا وَجَعَلَ بَيْنَكُم مَّوَدَّةً وَرَحْمَةً. That's وَمِنْ آيَاتِهِ, and one of Allah's signs, أَنْ خَلَقَ لَكُم مِّنْ أَنفُسِكُمْ أَزْوَاجًا, that He created us in pairs. لِتَسْكُنُوا إِلَيْهَا, so that we can be, living with each other, can be comforts with each other, to each other. وَجَعَلَ بَيْنَكُمْ مَوَدَّةً, and He created within us, among us, mawadda, what they call compassion, love, warahma, and also mercy. So this is teaching us that it encompasses so many things. Marriage is an institution because in Islam, nobody will say that he wants to live alone. Nobody, as a Muslim, will have it in mind that he wants to be single, or a lady who wants to be single. It is impossible. So you have to reach a particular stage of life that you have to live with someone in order to procreate, in order to live according to Allah's injunction, and to stay away from the fawahish, from atrocities of this world. So that is the reason why the institution was laid down by Allah and also Prophet Sallallahu Alaihi Wasallam.
Why is marriage considered an important part of a Muslim life?
As the Prophet Sallallahu Alaihi Wasallam mentioned, that a person who gets married has fulfilled half of his deen. Half of his deen, because you will stay away from a lot of fawahish. You know what called fawahish? Fawahish, let's say atrocities that mankind can commit, and is a way of protecting a lineage and also bringing family ties together, and also is a way of procreating as well, because definitely for the ummah to grow, we need to procreate. So this institution is not just an institution that it is very, very important, and we just have to make sure that we guard it and make sure it's going the way Allah and Prophet Sallallahu Alaihi Wasallam wants it.
So what are the key elements required for a valid Islamic marriage?
For a marriage to take place, it is not hard at all. In this part of the world that we are, we make a lot of things hard for ourselves.
No, that's true.
Exactly. Not just us anyway. Even the Arabs. Arabs, you find them, an Arab, and typical Arab, you say, oh, before getting married to my daughter, you're paying, let's say, $50,000, $100,000, or this amount of gold, or blah, 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 blah. It's just their culture. It's not Islam. But Islam, the first thing, there are four major things that are important. The man and the woman, and you accept each other. That means you're already in love with each other. Exactly. If that is not there, you see all other things that follows, they are void. That marriage will not take place. Even if it takes place, there's still a loophole that makes that marriage void. So the man and the woman must see each other, and they must like each other. They must taking permission from the guardian of the lady. Said, "Fankihuhunna bi izni ahlihinna," that you should get married to a lady with the permission of a guardian. A father, if the father is not alive, the person who is next, who is in line. So you have to, and the reason is because Allah in His own wisdom is trying to protect women. A lot of things happen nowadays that we see that some ladies, they are falling victim in their marriages or in their union, not because of anything, because they seem not to have someone who is going to stand for them against the atrocity the husband taking advantage of. So it is very, very important with the permission of the guardian of the lady. That's the second one. Now, the third one is the mahar. The mahar, which is the dowry that the man has to pay for the lady. Now, there's this mistake we used to make, let's say in our own culture, where the family of the bride, they make a request. No, they said they make a list, a massive list for the man or the family that, oh, these are the things that you are going to bring in order for us to give you our daughter. You see all those things? They are not mahar. Okay. So we can just say, well, that is our culture, wants it, and we can we can just blend with it, but it's not part of Islam. 30 bags of rice or whatever, those are no mahar. So it is like just a gift between, let's say, the family, two families, or whatever it is, but it is not mahar. The mahar is between the man and the woman, and it has to be the request of the woman. Because, yes, and there's another mistake a lot of ladies used to make. I watch on social media nowadays, where they will ask if, okay, what do you want for your mahar? I said, oh, I don't want anything, I want Fatiha, or I want Surah Al-Ikhlas. That is wrong. Ask for something that you can hold on to. It is your right. So, mahar is very, very important to the extent that Prophet mentioned that a man who did not pay up his mahar before his death, after his death, before splitting his property, they have to pay the mahar to the wife. So, it is very, very important. So mahar is very important. It has to be between the man and the woman. Nobody needs to know about it. The father of the bride does not need to know about it. The mother of the bride, the family of the bride, it should be between the bride and the mahar can be paid before the nikah. It can be paid during the nikah. It can also be paid after the nikah, even 10 years after the nikah. Let's say the lady says, "Oh, I want a G-Wagon," and the guy said, "How will I have it? How will I have the money? Okay, I can hustle for 5 years. You know how to meet up with what you want. Okay, also for 5 years, you have the money for you are going to just give it to her. That is her right. That's what she asks for. The reason why is because Allah is just trying to, there's this power play. In Islam, we say it's a woman's world. It's actually a woman's world. We should forget I call this politics. There's nothing like feminism. This politics that is being played by the enemies of, the religion. So the mahar is Allah giving power to the woman that, this is yours, and nothing can take it from you. So then The last one are the witnesses. You can have a man. Now, standing for a man, if there are no one man, you can have two women
Amen.
in place
Of a man.
of a man. So they have to be witnesses. Because marriage doesn't have to be secret. It doesn't have to be secret. So let's say that you don't want to follow this route and you call a lot of people, they are already witnesses.
Yeah.
So, but if you don't want it that way, let's say, okay, you just want something simple. Two people, minimum of two people can be a witness, depending on the school of thought. But let's say minimum of two people, two men, and everything is done. So very, very simple. The first one is the acceptance and the between the husband. Then the second one is the permission of the guardian. The third one is the mahar. And then the fourth one is the witness. So those are the four aspects, and everything can be done in 2 minutes.
Allah Akbar.
Yeah.
What is the role of the concept between the husband and wife?
The role between the husband and wife. Now, men are as well 100%, not 50-50. Protector, if I say protector, like say a rijal qawwamun ala nisa, that we used to hear a lot. When I say qawwamun ala nisa, a lot of our asatis, our shuyukh, they say, oh, that's a head for you to just subject yourself to be like, yeah, I'm on top.
I'm in charge.
I'm in charge. No, it is not like that. Because if you are a head of a particular group, it's more as if you are a slave of those. That is what it is. So you are rendering service. Because according to Sharia, a man is the one who is going to be in charge of the feeding of the lady, the shelter of the lady, the clothing of the lady, everything, including whenever the lady gives birth, the man is going to be in charge 100% of everything it takes to breed the children financially. So as for a woman, it is not hard at all. What's required of a woman is to be loyal to the man and to protect whatever it is that is the husband's areas of interest. That is all. You see all this cooking, washing, what again? Cleaning. They're not the work of a woman. No, I'm just being factual here. That they are not the primary work of a woman. Now, if a woman is doing it as of, yes, naturally, I think they are better in cooking. They have instincts whenever they enter into the kitchen. They know what to mix together and just
make something.
Exactly. Naturally, instinct of a woman, whenever in the bedroom, they want everything to be neat, and that is just. But on a very good day, talking of that is not a job. I'm going to refer this to one of the stories. So a Sahaba was he felt attacked by his wife. So he went to Umar. He went to Umar's house, wanting to report his wife to Umar. So he got to Umar's house. He was hearing a very massive sound, like Umar's wife was yelling at Umar. He just had to take a turn back. Umar had his footstep, opened the door, like, what do you want? Say, no, I want nothing. No. What do you want? You came here for a reason. He said, my wife was disrespecting me. I wanted to come report my wife. But what I had is even more massive from what I'm seeing at home. Then Umar said, you see, that woman, she cleans my house, she cooks for me, she takes care of my kid, and it's not her job. So won't I overlook her excesses? Just imagine that. So primarily, in fact, in a particular school of thought, it is saying that if that lady has servants working for her in her father's house, that's why before a man picks a lady, he needs to know that is he capable of taking care of this lady, because she's definitely coming with a particular status. So you know that she has servants working for her, and you want to go marry such a person, know that you have to be capable enough to take care of what she's used to in her father's house. So she has servants working for her in her father's house. Then you have to prepare something of such for her when she comes to your house. So those are but ladies who are doing it out of compassion, kindness, they are humble, they want to help out their husbands. That is very good. It should be better. So
Allah. Alhamdulillah. Well, on this note, let's go on a short break. I will be right back. Stay tuned.
mentioned one thing about marriage that is on top. Number sikum azwajan li taskunu ilayha. Li taskunu. This is called lam al-ta'lil. He said he made you into spouses for the purpose that you could find peace. For what purpose? Say it. You could find peace. And then 2 and 3. وَجَعَلَ بَيْنَكُمْ مَوَدَّةً وَرَحْمَةً. That's 2 and 3. Number 1 is peace. Now, what does that mean? That means when you love someone, but sometimes you can love someone without you can love someone without caring for them properly. You can love someone but hate their family. And all of these things, you know what they do? They take away the peace. So even if love is there, peace is not there. And when peace is not there, the purpose of the marriage is gone. The purpose is gone. The purpose is not love. That comes from Allah. The purpose is not care, rahmah. That comes from Allah. Your purpose is to find peace. So when you're looking for a spouse, you're asking yourself, what is it that makes me peaceful?
You're welcome back. And if I still have Ujatulai Olawale Sueno on the program. Why is the presence of a witness very important in a marriage contract?
Because we are human. Anything can happen. If there are no witnesses to it, one of them might want to play. You know, Shaitan, may the curse of Allah be upon, can enter into mankind
Anytime.
through any route. Exactly. So just in case something wants to erupt, the witnesses, they're able to come in and say, oh, I was a witness to this. This thing mustn't happen. I was actually a witness to this. But if there are no witnesses, anything can happen between them and nobody is going to, see to it. It is just going to be something that happened, no witnesses, and that is it. Even in the courts, you need witnesses.
Yes.
So, some certain things, there are some certain marital problems that will happen that at the end of the day, they will want to, you never can tell. Because, you are UK, you guys, everything is going rosy for you now. Who knows what's going to happen after 5 years, after 10 years? There are some situations that might happen that will land you in a particular place that is ugly. Unfortunately, we don't pray for that. But that is the reason why we need witnesses. So there is no secrecy in marriage at all. You have to, in fact, it is actually what we see now, the Prophet ﷺ, to do the walima. The walima is a way of telling people that, oh yeah, me and this person, we are together. Anybody who also comes to the walima, there are also forms of witnesses, aside from the one that witnessed the main contractual arrangement. So that is the reason why.
So how does marriage strengthen families and community ties?
Imagine 2 different people from different backgrounds, from different families coming together. It's even a way of expanding our coasts. Imagine someone from Ijebu, from Ogun State, getting married from someone from, let's say, Ekiti, or someone from Lagos. They've known each other, they've seen each other. There are so many things that can even businesses. I'm not saying we should. Marriage is not meant to be transactional or for a business. But I'm just saying this. Father to the bride becomes the in-law, becomes the father-in-law of the groom to the groom.
Yes.
The father and the mother of the groom becomes the father-in-law.
The bride.
Just imagine that, and a lot of positivities can come from it. And
How does marriage contribute to one's personal faith?
you stay away from atrocities. And one of the major atrocities is zina. That's the reason why a lot of people want to get married young, so that they won't fall into this atrocity. So, you already have someone that you are with, and you are both compassionate towards each other. You might, not you won't, 90% possibility that you want to be looking out there for things that are unlawful for you. So that's and so many other things. So many other things. Yeah, you have a wife. Everything you are doing for your wife, you should know that is a form of sadaqah, and you are going to be earning reward from it. Everything the wife, out of kindness and compassion, doing for the husband as well. You say all this cooking, cleaning, whatever. If she's doing it diligently and with the mindset that she's helping her household, she's also receiving a massive
That's
reward
the
from
reward,
this.
yeah.
Now, let's take that aside. You have children. The kids, you are raising them. Raising kids is a handful and is very, very rewarding. Very, very rewarding. Raising a kid, a male kid, a female kid, they will be in form of sadaqah jariyah to you, even if you are not alive. So those are the ways marriage can be impactful, towards our faith.
Okay, how does patience and forgiveness play in a sustainable marriage?
Marriage is a test of patience. If you are not patient before and you want your marriage to work, you have to learn how to be patient. You have to learn how to be patient. In fact, living with someone, working with someone, the same working environment, and you're not patient, you can't thrive.
Yes, that's true.
You can't thrive. Talk less of someone that you're in the same space and you don't have a choice.
And you see
seeing
each other every day.
You are seeing each other and you made each other
moment.
angry and you are still seeing that person. You have no other space to go. Well, you have to be patient. Only if you don't want your marriage to work well. Very, very important. Patience goes a very, very long way. It goes a very, very long way. It's like everything. So when we're mentioning mawadda, patience is also there.
What impact does social media have on marriage, and how can it be managed?
Well, I don't have much to say about it. I'll just say that thing called social media, it has made a lot of people go astray. A lot of homes are in chaos right now because of social media. So everything has to be controlled. Everything has to be controlled. And there are so many informations and misinformations on that space. So we have to go back to our roots and make sure we are grounded in whatever we are doing. Because there are misinformation and you see all this glamorous, what's going on? You see people talking as if, but when you see this real life, then you know that, come. Is this actually the person I've been liking?